Okay, here we go again. 'Tis another wonderful morning here on my way to work. I am leaving the house actually much later than I like to. I like to get there around 7, and it's 7:20 and I'm just now leaving. I have been very slow in going this week. I think it's just a combination of my timing being off because of the whole vacation thing, and obviously the time shift. I hate using the time shift as an excuse. I feel like that's a lame excuse, but I think it's a combination of that and then the vacation thing, and my timing has just been weird. But like, I didn't wake up this morning until 6, and I try to wake up at 5, and I try to leave the house by 6:40, and so I knew kind of right off the bat I wasn't doing too great on timing, but I was pooped. I was tired, and I don't even know why I was pooped and tired, because I didn't feel like I did all that much yesterday. But at any rate, that's the reality of where I am and what I am doing, and I need to get in the habit of doing workouts after work again. There's somebody that I work with, and I think he hits the gym pretty good, and I'm like, damn it, like when I walk in the room, I want people to notice me like that too, and the only way to do that is to put the work in, silly. So get on that. So I'll need to make that a habit again. I'll need to stop gallivanting around it and just do the thing, and hopefully the results will follow. And that's all we can do there. I don't think I'm going to see myself this morning on the billboard. It's unfortunate, but you don't realize how long 8 seconds is until you're watching a billboard waiting for it to change. My copies of If Ghosts Could Cry came in over the weekend, they came in yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. And so I have another hardcover that I can add to my desk of things that I write. And that's cool. Although hardly anybody ever notices that they're there. And so that's less cool. But at any rate, today's topic is going to be the Joel Haver I Shot a Movie During the Oscars challenge. So he's done this now. This is the 3rd year he's done this. So it was 22 the first year. He did it for 22, and then for 23, and now for 24. Yeah. And so I have participated every year in this challenge, and I think it's a really fun and good way to be like a part of a bigger community. And I remember the first time that I did this, I made it, I feel like 60 movies through his playlist. So every year he hosts this, and basically the idea is that you shoot a 40-minute film, feature-length film, in the runtime of the Oscars. So you realistically only have like 3 hours to do it. But the goal of it and the point of it is to do something instead of watching this useless awards program, which, like, as a creator of the arts myself, I've never taken much stock into the awards programs anyway. And so like being a part of something that boycotted that was like it instantly clicked for me, and I was like, okay, cool, I can do that. And so at any rate, the 2022 was the first year that he did it, and me and a buddy just got together, came up with a real silly, rudimentary script, and threw it together, and we made, I think it was like 39 minutes. It was just barely under the 40-minute requirement. And then the second year, I didn't think I was going to participate. I had no intentions of participating. And then like the day of the Oscars came up, and I was like, well, I'm not doing anything right now. I have 40 minutes. I'm just going to film myself drawing on a piece of paper, and I'm going to make a story out of it. And it was by far like the worst Oscar entry that I have done yet. But I kind of knew it was, and I more or less just did it for the sake of saying that I've done it every year now. So I can still say that I've done it every year. This year's entry is significantly under the time requirement, which is unfortunate. But and I don't know that Joel is aware of this, or that if he is aware of it, he doesn't acknowledge it or something of that nature. But my immediate thought was, when he started this challenge, was that it was a great way to build a community and to start getting like people to follow and to care about your work. And there are people from year one that I have followed and continued to interact with all these many years later. Now, granted, it kind of requires you to continue to be somewhat active on YouTube for that to work, because YouTube is theoretically our only connective tissue. But that's not that far-fetched. But like the other hope there was that like other people would follow and appreciate my work for what it is. And I feel like I got a decent amount of views. I feel like I got like 400 views on my first video that I did. I only got like 40 on the second one. But like the second one, I didn't go nearly as hard. Like I made it 60 videos in on the first round, and I commented on almost every video that I watched. And so like people were more enticed at that point to comment for me and go find my video. And so that was a good experience. And now here I am, 2024, and like marketing is the name of the game for me. That's all I'm doing, is just marketing. And so what better way than to go back at this challenge, and I can just watch like a silly movie every day at lunch, and then post a little comment on there and be like, oh, that was funny, ha 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 ha, and go from there. But yeah, I fully intend to engage in this again. I hope that it gets the same kind of turnout that it did in years prior. Again, I have no idea how 23 went. I didn't watch it all that much. I watched 22s. I got pretty far along in 22 because I was going to make it at least up to my video is what I said. And my video was like the 35th video on the playlist. And then from there, after that point, I was going to see how far I got. And so my video was 35th, and I made it, I think, to 67 exactly. And so to make it that far along is pretty cool. And my hope is that they'll have a pretty good turnout this year, and I can once again just run down the list, interact with other people's content, and encourage them to interact with my own. And there was a few that I watched last year. There was a few very interesting ones. There was one where this guy just went around and he interviewed a bunch of strangers, and I forget about that video sometimes, but he interviewed a band right after they got done like performing a show. And I follow that band. Skip the Millers is the name of the band. I don't listen to very much of their stuff, but I do follow them on Instagram because of this video that I saw. And so, albeit a small community, it's still a community nonetheless that we're forming, and it's like our own online movie festival, if you will. And for Joel Haver to be the host of this communal event, I think he doesn't give himself enough credit for how kind of incredible that is. Like, he hosted this event the first year and got like, I feel like he got over 500 video entries. And it's like, that's over 500 movies, and he's got over 1 million followers. So it's like, how many of your followers are going and interacting with these movies and stuff? And like I said, it's kind of awesome. He's hosting his own online convention. And so I submitted my video today. I posted it today and I submitted it today. I'm very much so hoping that he gets the playlist put together here soon. I keep looking at, that's the other thing is I don't think he's advertising it so well this time around. He's got himself split between, I think, 3 different channels now. And his secondary channel is the channel that he did the rewards thing on. But all of the playlists live on his primary channel. And so it's like, is the playlist going to be on the primary channel or is it going to be on the secondary channel? Because all of your interactions thus far with this Oscars challenge has been on your secondary channel. And so either way, it doesn't matter to me. I just need to know where to find the videos so that I can be a good steward of the challenge again. And we'll see what happens. I hope that I can find some fun ones again. There's almost always some gold in it. There's always an atrocious amount of like unwatchable stuff, and I hope that my video is not in that list of unwatchable garbage for most people. I almost always have to pad it out with a super long like chase scene or dance scene or something of that nature. And so we'll see what happens there. I didn't do too much padding this year. It's like I want people to actually watch my content. I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, this is stupid. And so I didn't do an egregious amount of padding this time around. That's the main reason why I only made it to like 26 minutes, which I kind of knew while we were filming that it was not going to be that great. Not that it's not that great, but it wasn't going to be that long. Because we start out with like planning stages and we try and come up with scenes, and then like usually if you're lucky as you're filming you come up with more scenes. And this time around, like the amount of scenes that we came up with, and each time we were filming a scene it was only like a couple seconds long, and it's like we really need to do something. The best way I think is to do something continuous. Just do something that takes a good amount of time, but that to me is not quite the same. Like just doing a continuous film versus actually filming 40 minutes worth of content. I would much prefer to actually film 40 minutes worth of content. So we'll see where next year holds, whether or not I go the route of the continuous. I did the continuous the first year, and I just kind of went with it. Or not the first year, I did the continuous the second year. And it was all right, but like I said, I definitely think it was my worst, but that's because I put the least amount of effort into it. And there was a lot of people who did continuous things, like one person filmed himself while he just sat there and did homework. And so it definitely doesn't have to be this glamorous project. But I still want it to be something compelling and something interesting for people to watch. And like I look at the other films that people have made that I really like, and they are like actual films with like a resemblance of a plot and something really interesting going on. And so Cameron Cardoza, I think that's how you say his name, he was my favorite from the first year. And I still follow him and watch a lot of his stuff. But then there is also A Gun Full of Bullets, which is another one of my favorites from the first year. And then he made a sequel, A Few Bullets More, I think. And I'm wondering if he'll make a third one this year. And he's been really fun. I think I'll probably follow him if I don't already. But it's like I have these fun and memorable videos that I watched during these challenges. And like, I forgot all about the strangers interview video, but that was a really good video. I watched it and like did not lose interest at all. And then the same with a lot of the ones from the first year too. So it's become a bit of an exciting ordeal for me. And hopefully I can continue to enjoy it and make something of it, and hopefully people kind of discover me and my content through it, and we can kind of go from there. So yeah, and that's like the other thing is like, this is the first time now this year that I've uploaded a video that I actually put like editing, like major editing behind. Most of the videos that I've been posting of these just carpool, if you want to even call it that, has just been me, and then all I do is some simple audio editing, and then I throw it back on top of the video and put it out there. Now, it's absolutely necessary that I make videos this easy to edit so that I can hit the 24/365 goal, but I still want to have like high quality content out there that I'm putting together and editing and really making something out of. So hopefully, with any luck, I will be able to do that, and we'll just have to see well, that's what I was getting at, is like, I hope that like these videos, because the videos that I have been putting out, the carpool ones, these just everyday videos, average 1 to 3 views a video, and I'm hoping that like if I actually put some effort into something, like it'll get at least a little more attention. But I don't know. You never really know what's gonna go and what's gonna not. Like, I made a video about me chopping up onions, and that video got 140 views, which in the grand scheme of things is still nothing, but it's significantly more than any of my other videos have gotten. And so you never know what's gonna be the thing that propels you into the next universe. And I need to get back in the habit of breaking up these videos into smaller videos and posting those on Instagram, because I think that's going to be my saving grace here in the future. I keep trying to like come up with original content for Instagram. It's like, I think I just need to break up the videos and put them on Instagram and just have shortened versions of the content that I'm putting out. And hopefully that will help drive some more YouTube participation, YouTube following, whatever you want to call it. So that's what another thing that I should do, is dive into all these videos and try and find highlights, more or less, and put them together here on Instagram so that I'm back on track with that. Instagram has more or less just fallen off the radar for me. I used to, every morning, I would come to work and then I would post something on Instagram and watch it flounder. But like now, I'm just not inspired to do it anymore. I did do the whole breaking up. That was a strategy I got from Dan Coe, actually, was like, use the short form content as previews, more or less, to your long form content. Break up chunks of your long form content to create short form content, instead of creating your own original short form content and your own original long form content. I also have yet another idea of what I can do with short form content that I will hopefully be able to act on, but we'll see, because with all this stuff going on, it's hard for me to make time for everything. Like, I'm attacking marketing more than I've ever attacked it before. I'm attacking writing still, and I'm also working, and I've got all these other projects going on. I'm making videos, and so trying to find time for things that I don't normally do or have to do isn't exactly easy, but I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, so excited this morning to be participating in Joel Haver's challenge again. I hope that people will watch my video and enjoy it. I can't wait to see what other people put out and just make another nice little communal event about it. And that is kind of what it's all about. I'm pulling in at my normal time. Oh, I need to upload videos. I have not uploaded anything in a while. And like today is the day that I normally hang out with my mom and my brother. I am so behind on things that I'm just like, ugh, can I keep doing that? I don't know. And I only got 25 minutes left on my SD card. Yay!